Hey everybody, welcome back to Pop Views where we talk about movies, and today we are going to be talking about the likelihood that Hollywood is targeting Generation X and how they're putting out movies that are either reboots from the 80s or they're just doing sequels, that kind of thing. So I think the first thing I want to talk about, though, is I want to talk about the new Netflix series, The Dark Crystal, which, if you haven't watched this yet, it is absolutely phenomenal.
Beautiful movie.
Yeah, I think the original movie back in the 80s was really beautiful, and I loved the puppetry in it and everything, and the scenes in it were really beautiful, but it was nothing like this. I mean, because they have incorporated some CGI into it, but not a lot. Mainly, it's still puppetry. But what gets me about this thing is the background and the scenery is beautiful. I mean, they paid so much attention to detail in this thing,
and it's all shot in high definition. It's just it's probably 5K.
Yeah, and the story to this is actually a prequel to the original movie, and it's like a lead up to the war between the Gelflings and the Skeksis, and I gotta say the first couple of episodes didn't grip me, but the third one, by that time I was just hooked. And we're only about maybe halfway through the series right now, or the season, but
we're at 6 and there's 10 of them.
I think, right? There's 10 of them. Yeah. So, but yeah, if you haven't watched it yet, most definitely do yourself a favor and check this out. But that's not the only one where Hollywood is hitting the Gen X people. I mean, they're they also recently did Bohemian Rhapsody. Right. Which was about Queen, came out in the 80s, Then they did Rocket Man, which was, Elton John. And we did reviews of both of those movies, so I'll drop a link here and so you can check it out. But it's painfully obvious that they're doing these movies to target our generation.
Right. They did. It was the one they did. Men in Black. They also just did, and they also just did. When it really hit us at our generation, is the Banana Splits movie. The kids nowadays don't know Banana Splits. That's not something that survived,
right? And they also did Ghostbusters. And then I hear that they're doing a reboot of Gremlins. Is it going to be Gremlins 3?
Gremlins 3, right?
But I guess that's not coming out for a year or so.
Let me run down this list real quick, because it's amazing how they all fit right in with Generation X. We've got Who Framed Roger Rabbit, another Indiana Jones, an Austin Powers. We just said Men in Black, Rush Hour. I can't believe they're making another Rush Hour. Karate Kid 2, a new Top Gun, Beverly Hills Cop, Bad Boys movie, Space Jam movie, Return from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Mad World sequel, a Creep Show, a Goonies, and a Gremlins, and a Bill and Ted Face the Music. So another Bill and Ted music. Yeah. Those are all from our generation.
When is that Bill and Ted supposed to be coming out?
That's supposed to be coming out in 2020.
Oh, okay. All right. So maybe summer next year?
Probably summer next year.
Yeah. And that Creep Show. That's another one they've turned into a TV series, right? Isn't it on Hulu, I think?
I believe so. I'm not positive on that one.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. There are a few things on Hulu I'd like to see, but I just don't want to pay for the service. No. I really don't. I mean, we've already got Amazon Prime and Netflix, as well as our regular cable service, HBO and all that. I don't want to pay for an extra one.
Unless you cut out all the cable, then you can go for Hulu or something else for a change.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that. So I've already paid for Amazon Prime for the year, so but anyway, yeah.
So is it that they're just trying to market us, or is it because we're all grown up now and that's what we want to do? We want to try to be young again, and that's why Hollywood's making them all.
That's a good question. I don't know how I could answer that, actually. Folks, what do you think about that? That's a pretty good question, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I suppose it's better than, the superhero movies. We were just inundated with those
for
so
a
long,
while.
And I'm kind of glad they're getting away from that now. I mean, with Avengers 4 that came out, I think that was the last hurrah with it all, I mean, especially the way it ended, and I'm really kind of glad about that, because I mean, I would rather see these 80s reboots than to watch another superhero movie. I'm just kind of done with it. I mean, it used to be that superhero movies were something special. They didn't come out very often. So like when the next Batman came out, it was like a big deal.
Right.
I mean, and it's just lost its luster for me.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm really happy they're going to be coming out with some of these movies, but some of them, do we really need another one of?
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know, man. But I think this is just another example of the corporate greed that is Hollywood. I mean, it's like somebody mentioned, an actor friend of mine mentioned it to me once before, and he said the reason they're doing this is because they want to be able to sell as much as they can, and so therefore they're run by executives rather than and business people rather than artists. It used to be that directors and producers were former artists. I mean, like for instance, United Artists, that film company. I mean, that was started by Charlie Chaplin and several other actors. They got sick of the way the studios were treating them, and so they just decided to do their own bit.
Right.
And but yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, as long as the corporate greed's there, this is what we're going to be able to expect from Hollywood. We're not going to be able to see anything really original anymore.
It's sad, but like I said, I'm excited for some of these movies, especially a new Gremlin. Some of these. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't disagree there. Absolutely not. I mean, I'd like to see a few of these. Maybe not all of them, especially that Killer Clowns from Outer
see,
Space.
now I like that one.
Ugh.
And it's going to be in 3D.
Oh, hey, well, then in that case. Anyway, let's get out of here, man.
Okay.
All right, folks. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.